Ever wished you could just escape a summer with the worst relatives imaginable
Oh, tell me about it.
and find yourself at a magical school?
Yeah, that sounds much better.
Well, that's what Harry's dealing with this time around. Welcome back to the Book to Read podcast, episode 27.
27 already. Wow.
Today we're unlocking the secrets and facing the fears of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Ooh. This one's a good one.
It is.
What I think is so gripping about this book is just how it plunges us into this darker, more mature atmosphere than like the previous two.
Oh, for sure.
You know, those lighthearted adventures, they kind of take on this layer of suspense. And, you know, Harry's past trauma, it becomes like this haunting presence.
Literally
Literally with the Dementors.
Speaking of haunting presence, let's not forget the Dursleys.
Oh, the Dursleys.
They're back. And as delightful as ever.
Never a fun time with them.
You would think, after accidentally turning his awful Aunt Marge into a human blimp, in the first chapter no less,
Oh, I love that part.
Harry would be done with him. But alas, this is just the beginning of his troubles.
Yeah, it's interesting how the Dursleys, despite being, you know, non-magical, play such a crucial role in shaping Harry's character.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like their constant attempts to suppress his magic, their disdain for anything remotely unusual, it all just fuels his longing for the wizarding world and his determination to embrace his true identity.
For sure. And, you know, while he's stuck with him, at least he gets some interesting birthday presents.
Oh, yeah, like what?
A pocket sneakoscope from Ron, a rather ferocious monster book of monsters from Hagrid,
Oh, God.
and a mysterious threat looming over his head, Sirius Black,
Right.
an escaped convict believed to be after Harry himself.
See, that's what I mean about this book.
Yeah.
Sirius Black's introduction immediately injects this dose of mystery and danger into the story. He's presented as this, like, fearsome figure.
Right.
A notorious murderer who betrayed Harry's parents.
Yeah.
But as we delve deeper, we start to see cracks in this perception.
Yeah.
Hints of, like, a more complex truth waiting to be uncovered.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah.
And amidst all this drama, Harry finds himself needing a quick escape,
Okay.
which leads to his first encounter with the night bus.
The night bus.
Yes, a vibrantly chaotic form of wizarding transportation.
It's crazy.
It is.
The night bus is just a fantastic example of Rowling's, you know, imaginative world building.
Oh, for sure.
It's whimsical yet functional, right?
Yeah.
Solution to a very common problem with its shrinking capabilities and breakneck speed. And let's not forget the unforgettable conductor, Stan Shunpike, who adds a touch of humor to this otherwise tense situation.
Oh, Stan Shunpike.
Yeah.
He's a whole mood.
He is a whole mood.
And speaking of moods, this whole encounter on the night bus is incredibly suspenseful, particularly with the unexpected appearance of Cornelius Fudge,
Oh, right.
the Minister of Magic.
The minister himself.
It's not every day the minister personally handles underage magic, especially involving Harry Potter.
Exactly. And it makes you wonder about Fudge's motives, you know, and the larger forces at play within the ministry.
Yeah.
Is he genuinely concerned for Harry's safety?
Right.
Or is he more worried about the potential political fallout
Exactly.
of another incident involving the boy who lived?
There's definitely something fishy going on.
Always.
But before we dive into the political intrigue,
Okay.
Harry's adventure takes him to Diagon Alley,
Nice.
where he reunites with Ron and Hermione.
It's always nice when those three get back together.
It is, even if it's under the shadow of a potential threat.
Right. But their reunion just highlights the importance of friendship and camaraderie in facing adversity.
Oh, absolutely.
And, you know, let's not forget the hilarious chaos
Oh my gosh.
that erupts at Flourish and Blots when the Monster Book of Monsters literally lives up to its name.
Oh, I know.
It's a reminder that even in the magical world, some things are just plain unruly.
Absolutely. And it's those little touches of humor that make Rowling's writing so engaging.
For sure.
And while they're at Flourish and Blots, we get our first glimpse of the Grim,
Oh, yes.
a large black dog that's considered an omen of death in the wizarding world.
Right.
Its appearance adds another layer of foreboding
To the already tense atmosphere.
to the already tense atmosphere.
Yeah. And, you know, the Grim serves as this potent symbol throughout the book. It's like a visual representation of the fear and the uncertainty that hangs over Harry, constantly reminding him of the looming threat and the potential for loss.
It's just brilliant use of symbolism.
It is.
That really elevates the story. But before we delve further into these darker themes, can I just say how much I love the idea of Hogsmeade weekends?
Ah, Hogsmeade.
It's like the ultimate magical getaway.
It is.
With charming shops like Honeyduke's and Zonko's Joke Shop.
So good.
Of course Harry can't go.
Right.
Because he doesn't have permission from his delightful guardians.
Again, the Dursleys.
But it's still fun to imagine.
Oh, for sure. Hogsmeade represents, like, freedom and escape for the students. A place where they can just, experience a taste of independence.
Yeah.
And explore the wonders of the wizarding world beyond Hogwarts.
Right.
But Harry's exclusion from these trips just further isolates him.
Yeah?
And just heightens the sense of injustice he feels.
It's a real bummer for him. Especially since Hogwarts doesn't exactly feel like a safe haven anymore.
No, you're right, because with the presence of the Dementors,
Ugh, I know.
those soul-sucking guards stationed at Hogwarts,
I know, it's awful.
they transform the familiar and comforting setting into this place of fear and unease.
Their introduction marks a significant shift in the tone of the series.
Yeah.
They're not your typical villains. They represent something far more insidious. The draining power of despair.
Speaking of despair, let's not forget Harry's first encounter with the Dementor on the Hogwarts Express.
I know, that was rough.
His intense reaction collapsing and hearing his mother's screams
Right.
speaks volumes about the trauma he carries and how deeply these creatures affect him.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking.
It is. And just imagine being trapped with those creatures on the school grounds.
Oh no, it's awful.
It's no wonder Harry feels so vulnerable
Right.
and isolated. It's enough to make anyone want to escape into a good book.
Oh, for sure.
Speaking of good books, have you heard of Bookspace?
Bookspace.
It's a fantastic app for book lovers to connect, share their favorite quotes, and organize their ever-growing libraries.
That sounds pretty cool.
It is.
I've got to check that out.
You should.
But for now, let's get back to Harry's story.
Back to Hogwarts we go.
Oh, yeah.
The start of term feast is always a highlight.
Oh, yeah.
But this year, it's filled with this sense of foreboding.
Right.
The Sorting Hat sings a particularly ominous song.
Oh, yeah.
Warning of treachery and danger lurking within the castle walls.
Oh, that's not good. So the Sorting Hat's warning sets the stage for a year filled with suspicion and paranoia.
Yeah.
It's a clear indication that trust will be tested and that appearances can be deceiving.
And Dumbledore's announcement that Sirius Black is after Harry doesn't exactly help to ease the tension.
Right, because it's like Hogwarts,
Yeah.
a place that's always been a refuge for Harry, has suddenly become a hunting ground.
It has. The sense of security is just shattered.
Yeah.
And Hogwarts takes on a whole new level of vulnerability.
Right.
It forces Harry to confront his past and face his fears head on.
Yeah, he has to.
And as if all that wasn't enough, Harry has his first divination class with the eccentric Professor Trelawney.
Oh, Professor Trelawney.
She's quite the character,
She is something else.
with her dramatic pronouncements and dire predictions.
Oh, I know.
She's an enigma.
She is.
Her eccentricity can be amusing, but her predictions,
Yeah.
especially the one about Harry's death,
Right.
just add to the growing sense of dread and foreshadow the challenges that lie ahead.
It's like she's setting the stage for a year filled with anxiety and uncertainty.
It is, and we've only just begun.
Oh, there's so much more to come.
There is so much more to come.
Welcome back to the Book to Read podcast.
Back again.
We left Harry facing, some ominous predictions
Right.
and a school teeming with Dementors.
Not exactly the ideal learning environment.
No, not at all. But amidst all that fear and uncertainty, there are also these glimmers of hope.
Right.
Like Hagrid's new Care of Magical Creatures class,
Oh, Hagrid.
which introduces us to the majestic yet misunderstood hippogriff named Buckbeak.
Buckbeak, he's great.
He is. He kind of embodies this theme of prejudice
Okay.
and judging by appearances.
Right.
That runs throughout the book. He's a powerful creature, right?
Yeah.
Capable of both grace and ferocity. But he's also, sensitive.
Right.
And easily offended if not treated with respect.
Yeah, and of course Malfoy, being Malfoy,
Of course,
manages to provoke Buckbeak,
naturally.
leading to an injury that puts Hagrid's job in jeopardy.
Ugh, Malfoy.
It's just infuriating
Yeah.
how Malfoy's arrogance and disregard for instructions just results in such unfair consequences for Hagrid.
It really does, and it speaks to the dangers of unchecked privilege
Uh-huh.
and the way those in power can exploit their position
Right.
to harm others.
Absolutely. And sadly, Hagrid isn't the only one facing unfair treatment.
No.
Snape continues to target Neville.
Snape. Figures.
In potions class, belittling him and using him as a scapegoat for his own frustrations.
Yeah, his behavior towards Neville is just appalling.
It is, but isn't there a side to Snape that's more complex
Okay.
than just a bully?
Uh-huh.
We know he has a history with Harry's father, James,
Right.
and there's a lot of resentment there.
You're right. There's definitely more to Snape than meets the eye.
Right.
His past experiences,
Yeah.
his unrequited love for Lily Potter,
Mm-hmm.
his role in the fight against Voldemort.
Right.
It all contributes to his bitterness and his complicated relationship with Harry.
It makes you wonder if his cruelty just stems from this place of deep hurt
Yeah.
and unresolved pain.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless of his motivations, his actions towards Neville are inexcusable.
They really are.
Thankfully, there's Professor Lupin,
Yes, Professor Lupin.
who offers this stark contrast to Snape's approach.
Right.
He's patient, understanding, and genuinely invested in helping his students learn.
He embodies the qualities of a true mentor.
He does.
He sees the potential in each student, even those who struggle, and provides them with the support and guidance they need
He really does.
to succeed.
And he's the one who recognizes how deeply affected Harry is by the Dementors,
Right.
and takes it upon himself to teach him the Patronus charm,
Oh, the Patronus charm.
which is a challenging task. It requires immense focus and emotional control.
It does.
But Lupin's belief in Harry empowers him to keep trying.
See it, and the Patronus charm becomes this symbol of hope and resilience for Harry.
It does.
It represents his ability to confront his deepest fears
Right.
and find the strength within himself to overcome them.
It's a powerful message for anyone who's struggling
It is.
with anxiety or negativity.
Absolutely.
But while Harry's learning to combat Dementors, he's also dealing with the frustration of missing out on Hogsmeade weekends.
Oh, yeah. Poor Harry.
It just seems unfair
I know.
that he has to be punished for something he didn't do,
Right.
especially when everyone else is out there having fun.
It's true. And you know, the Hogsmeade weekends,
Yeah.
they highlight this stark contrast
Well, yeah.
between Harry's life at Hogwarts and the life he could have had if his parents were still alive.
Right.
It's a reminder of the normalcy and freedom he's been denied.
Right, exactly.
And it underscores the injustice of his situation.
And it's during one of these Hogsmeade weekends that Sirius Black manages to break into the castle.
Oh, no.
Once, but twice.
He's bold.
The first time, he slashes the fat lady's portrait,
Oh, my God.
forcing her to flee into a map of Argyleshire.
Oh, what?
The second time, he actually gets into Gryffindor Tower,
No way.
armed with a knife.
That's terrifying. You see, these break-ins, they create this palpable sense of fear and paranoia within the castle walls.
Yeah, absolutely.
They shatter the illusion of safety
Right.
and force everyone to confront the reality of the threat that Sirius Black poses.
They do. And then, to add to the drama,
Yeah.
Ron's rat, Scabbers, goes missing.
Oh.
Hermione's cat, Crookshanks, is the prime suspect.
Oh, Crookshanks.
But Hermione insists he's innocent.
Of course she does.
It's this small conflict amidst all the larger chaos.
Yeah.
But it highlights how, even in times of crisis, everyday tensions and misunderstandings can still arise.
They do, you know. And the missing rat subplot,
Yeah.
it might seem insignificant at first,
Mm-hmm.
but it actually plays this crucial role
Okay.
in the unfolding mystery.
Huh?
It's a subtle clue that things are not what they seem.
Oh, I love that.
And it sets the stage for one of the biggest plot twists in the book.
Ooh, speaking of plot twists,
Okay.
let's talk about the firebolt.
The firebolt.
Yes, this top-of-the-line broomstick mysteriously appears in Harry's dormitory.
Oh, right.
It's like every Quidditch player's dream.
I know.
But is it too good to be true?
Right, that's what you're thinking the whole time. The firebolt represents this temptation, the allure of something too good to resist.
Yeah.
And it's a test of Harry's judgment and his ability to discern between genuine kindness and potential danger.
Right.
And of course, Professor McGonagall,
Oh, my God.
ever the cautious one, confiscates it
Of course she does.
for a thorough inspection.
Much to Harry's dismay.
Poor Harry. But while he's waiting for his firebolt to be cleared, he stumbles upon another mysterious object
Oh.
that proves to be far more valuable.
Okay.
The Marauder's map.
The Marauder's map.
It's like the ultimate wizarding GPS,
Yeah.
showing the location of everyone in Hogwarts.
Right.
Including secret passages and hidden rooms.
It's amazing. The Marauder's map is this brilliant invention that not only provides Harry with a sense of agency and control, but also offers these tantalizing glimpses into his parents' past.
Right.
The names Moony, Wormtail, Padfoot, and Prongs,
Right.
who we later learn are the creators of the map.
Yeah.
They hint at this hidden history, a story waiting to be told.
It is a story waiting to be told.
It's like piecing together this puzzle,
Yeah.
with each new discovery revealing a little bit more about the truth.
Exactly. But while Harry's exploring Hogwarts with the help of the map, Hermione's facing her own challenges.
Oh, Hermione. What's she up to?
She signed up for every single class,
Every single class.
which seems physically impossible even for a witch as brilliant as Hermione.
I know.
It's a testament to her ambition and her thirst for knowledge,
Mm.
but it also speaks to her tendency to overextend herself
Right.
and her need to prove her worth.
Oh, Hermione. And it raises the question,
Yeah.
how is she managing to attend multiple classes that happen at the same time?
Right, there's something mysterious going on.
There's something mysterious going on there. But amidst all the individual challenges, there's this looming sense of dread
Yeah.
as the threat of Sirius Black continues to hang over Hogwarts.
It does, and the tension just builds with each passing day, culminating in this dramatic Quidditch match
Oh,
against Hufflepuff.
Okay.
The weather's atrocious.
Right.
The Dementors make an unwelcome appearance,
I hate those things.
and Harry falls off his broom
Oh, no.
right into the Whomping Willow. Poor Harry.
It's a crushing defeat, both physically and emotionally.
It sounds rough.
It is. It's like everything that could go wrong does go wrong.
Yeah.
And to top it all off, his beloved Nimbus 2000 is destroyed.
No. It's a low point for Harry.
It is.
You can't help but feel for him.
It's a reminder that even those with extraordinary abilities are still vulnerable to misfortune and loss.
That's true.
But even in the face of defeat, there are glimmers of hope.
Like what?
Professor McGonagall finally clears the firebolt
Yes.
and returns it to Harry.
Much to Ron's delight.
Much to everyone's delight. It's the small victory amidst all the turmoil.
Uh-huh.
But it's a much-needed boost for Harry's morale.
It is. And as the story progresses, we start to see the pieces of the puzzle falling into place.
Oh, yeah.
Harry's suspicions about Professor Lupin grow.
Okay.
The truth about Sirius Black's innocence begins to surface. And the mystery surrounding Ron's mything rat deepens.
It does, and the stage is set
Yeah.
for a dramatic confrontation.
Okay.
A revelation that will change everything we thought we knew about the characters and their pasts.
This is where it gets really interesting.
It does. Welcome back to the Book to Read podcast.
We left off with a lot of unanswered questions.
A lot of questions.
And this sense that the truth about Sirius Black was far more complicated than we initially thought.
Oh, way more complicated.
And boy, were we right.
Yeah,
This is where Prisoner of Azkaban takes a turn
it does.
into this whole new level of suspense
Oh, yeah.
and intrigue.
Big time.
Remember those names on the Marauder's map?
Moony, Wormtail.
Yes, Moony, Wormtail, Padfoot, and Prongs.
Oh, right.
Turns out they weren't just mischievous nicknames.
What were they?
They were the real names of Remus Lupin, Peter Pettigrew, Sirius Black, and James Potter.
Oh, wow. So that revelation that those four were the best of friends
Yeah.
during their time at Hogwarts? It does. It just completely recontextualizes our understanding of the story.
It does.
It adds this layer of personal history.
And emotional weight to the conflict
Right.
between Sirius and Pettigrew.
And speaking of Pettigrew,
Yeah.
it turns out Ron's missing rat Scabbers
Cabbers.
is not a rat at all,
What?
but Peter Pettigrew himself,
No way.
disguised as an animagus all this time.
Are you serious? Talk about a plot twist.
I know. This revelation is mind-blowing.
It is.
Suddenly, the seemingly insignificant subplot of the missing rat
Right.
becomes central to the entire narrative.
It does.
It completely flips our perspective on who is the villain and who is the victim.
It's brilliant.
It's a masterclass in storytelling, how Rowling weaves together these seemingly disparate threads to create this tapestry of suspense and surprise.
Yeah.
So not only has Sirius Black been wrongly imprisoned for 12 years,
Right.
He's also Harry's godfather.
Oh my God.
The person everyone thought was a dangerous murderer is actually trying to protect Harry from the real traitor.
Oh, wow.
Peter Pettigrew.
Yeah. The layers of betrayal and deception are truly astounding.
They are.
It makes you question everything.
It does.
You thought you knew about the characters and their motivations.
Yeah.
And it raises some profound questions.
It does.
About loyalty, justice, and the complexities of good and evil.
I know it's a lot to process.
It is.
And it all comes to a head during that tense confrontation in the Shrieking Shack.
Right.
Where we learn even more shocking truths. Like the fact that Remus Lupin is a werewolf.
He's a werewolf.
I know.
So Lupin's secret, which he's carried for so long, just adds another layer of complexity to his character.
It does.
He's been ostracized and feared because of his condition, forced to live a life in the shadows.
Yeah.
And yet he's one of the most compassionate and understanding characters in the book.
I know, it's true. It's a reminder that appearances can be deceiving.
For sure.
And that we should never judge someone based on their differences.
Yeah, absolutely. And the way that Dumbledore has always known about Lupin's condition and taken precautions to ensure his safety, it just speaks volumes about his character.
It does.
And his commitment to inclusivity.
It's a powerful message.
It is.
Of acceptance and understanding that resonates deeply.
Especially in today's world.
Especially in today's world.
But back to the Shrieking Shack, things escalate quickly.
They do.
With Snape bursting in.
Right.
Convinced that Lupin's helping Sirius escape.
Oh, Snape.
Thankfully, with some quick thinking and a little help from the Marauder's map, Sirius and Remus manage to flee into the night.
Nice. It's a tense escape scene.
It is.
Filled with close calls and narrow escapes.
For sure.
And then just when you think the danger has passed, the Dementors arrive.
Oh, not the Dementors.
They're ready to administer their soul-sucking kiss.
Oh, it's awful. You know, the Dementors represent, like, the ultimate threat in this book. Not just because of their physical power, but because of their ability to drain hope and happiness.
Exactly.
They force Harry to confront his deepest fears and the trauma of his parents' death.
It's in this moment of utter despair
that
a mysterious figure appears across the lake and conjures a powerful Patronus.
Oh, wow.
Driving the Dementors away.
Amazing.
And saving Harry's life.
It's a breathtaking scene.
It is.
Filled with both hope and mystery.
It is. And the appearance of this unknown savior raises so many questions.
It does, right. Like, who is this mysterious figure? And how did they manage to conjure such a powerful Patronus?
It's a good question. And the answer, as we later discover, is both surprising and incredibly moving.
I bet. But before we get to that reveal, there's another twist.
There's another twist.
Turns out Hermione has been using a time turner.
A time turner?
This magical device that allows her to travel back in time.
What?
And attend multiple classes at once. Talk about multitasking.
I know, right? The introduction of the time turner adds this whole new dimension to the story.
Yeah, it does.
It not only explains how Hermione has been managing her impossible schedule,
right,
but it also allows for some incredible feats, like rescuing Buckbeak from execution.
Oh, Buckbeak. That scene where they whisk Buckbeak away from Hagrid's pumpkin patch just moments before the executioner arrives.
I know, it's so good.
It's just so exhilarating.
It is. It's a testament to their courage, their quick thinking, and their unwavering loyalty to their friend.
It's a reminder that even small acts of kindness can have a profound impact.
It really can.
Especially when facing seemingly insurmountable odds.
And as they relive the events of the night,
Harry
and Hermione realize something extraordinary.
What's that?
They were the ones who conjured the Patronus that saved Harry from the Dementors.
Wait, hold on. So Harry has been his own savior all along?
Yes.
That's incredible. It speaks to his inner strength.
It does.
And resilience. His ability to tap into a power he didn't even know he possessed.
Exactly. It's a powerful message.
It is.
Of self-reliance and the untapped potential that lies within each of us.
Yeah.
We all have the capacity for greatness, even in the face of adversity.
That's true.
And with that realization, the mystery of the Prisoner of Azkaban is finally solved.
It is.
Sirius Black is free.
Yes.
Peter Pettigrew is exposed.
Gotcha.
And Harry has this newfound understanding of his own power.
He does. But, you know, the story doesn't end on a purely triumphant note.
What do you mean?
There's this bittersweet farewell with Professor Lupin,
Oh, Professor Lupin.
who resigns from Hogwarts
Oh, no.
to protect the school from the controversy surrounding his werewolf condition.
It's heartbreaking to see him go. He was such a positive influence on Harry.
He was.
A true mentor who believed in him and helped him navigate the challenges of this tumultuous year.
He really did.
Yeah.
And, his departure underscores the prejudice and fear
Right.
that still exists within the wizarding world, even within the supposedly safe haven of Hogwarts.
Yeah.
But it also highlights the importance of standing up for what's right,
Yeah.
even when it means making difficult choices.
And as Harry boards the Hogwarts Express, heading back to the Dursleys for the summer,
Oh no, not the Dursleys.
he carries with him not only the weight of this year's revelations,
Yeah.
but also this newfound sense of hope and resilience.
He does, he's faced his fears.
Uh-huh.
He's discovered hidden truths.
Oh, right.
And emerged from the darkness stronger than ever.
He's also gained a new family
Oh, yeah.
in Sirius Black
That's nice.
and a renewed determination to fight against injustice.
Good for him.
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is a story about facing your fears, fighting for what you believe in, and the enduring power of love and friendship.
It is. It's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there's always hope.
And on that note, we'll leave you with this thought. What would you do if you had a time turner?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Would you use it to change the past, or would you embrace the present,
Right.
knowing that every experience, both good and bad, shapes who we are?
It's a question worth pondering.
It is. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. We'll be back next week with another captivating book. And don't forget, if you're looking to connect with fellow book lovers and share your thoughts on this episode, check out the Bookspace app.
Until next time, happy reading!